And happy Black Friday shopping. You know, this is a great time to save big, but these sales can cause even the savviest shoppers to make some rash decisions and start overpaying. We don't really know exactly what direction to look in at this point. So smart shopping expert Trey Baj has been talking about this topic for more than a dozen years. She's joining us live to share some advice on how to save the most today and not just go crazy overspending. Good morning, Trey. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning, Alona. Great to see you.
Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. Tell us as we head out the door, start thinking about the shopping. I know that my social media feeds are full of all the deals. What are you seeing that's different this year?
Yeah, so this is a really unusual year because of the tariffs. We've been seeing this roller coaster ride of tariffs coming and going throughout the year. And what that's resulting in right now are slightly higher prices, especially on electronics and apparel, because many of those items are imported. So that's something to expect. You may not see discounts as deep as you've come to expect over the years. That's different. And so just be mindful of those differences this year as you're heading out to shop.
Okay, great notes there. We talk a lot about how people are feeling a financial crunch this year. Do you have a sense for what shoppers are planning to get out there to buy today?
Yeah, so this is where things are really interesting. According to a Lightspeed Commerce poll, their payments platform for retailers, what they found is that while almost half of us are going to be shopping this year, half of us are going to be dividing our purchases between gifts, of course, but also essentials. And what that means to me is that we're seeing higher prices across so many categories that we're actually waiting for a big sale moment like Black Friday to get the essentials that we need for our families.
Interesting. Now, what items are you seeing that will be on sale? I know that so many of the retailers, online at least just have a 20% off or something like that, but where are the best discounts?
Yeah, so the best discounts that I'm seeing are those big retailers, the big national retailers, of course. So, Walmart, Best Buy, Lowe's, Home Depot, all those stores like that. And also online sites like Amazon, going directly to brands like you mentioned. We're going to be seeing deals there. But really, those big discounts are with those big, big national retailers.
It seems like they're all doing it. You kind of have to get on board if you even want to compete, right, on this particular season. What gifting trends do you expect to see?
Yeah, so what I'm seeing in terms of trends are customization. People love to receive a gift that's been made just for them. That's been very common for the past several years. Something very important to note for those younger consumers that you may be buying for, they like experiences.
Hmm.
They may be living at home with their parents, and yet they're young adults. They don't have space for a lot of stuff, and so things that they can do with their friends or things that you can do with them together is really nice. And then secondhand, and this is was new last year, and I got a lot of eye rolls as I was talking about this, but it's back again. Secondhand shopping is very popular. So to give you an idea, you could go to your local Goodwill or Salvation Army, look for clothing with the tags on, which you will definitely find, or go to that home decor section and look for something really unique and cool. Another option is gently used electronics. If, for example, a young person on your list is looking to get into photography beyond their phone, you could use a site like mpb.com. They specialize in gently used cameras and videography equipment, and that's a way to save up to 40% on a tech item around this Black Friday.
Okay, and I know that this is what you do full time. You've got all kinds of other great advice and shopping tips. Where can we find you?
Sure. So you can find me at truetray.com and at TrueTray on Instagram, where I'm sharing savings tips all year long.
Okay, we got to go follow you. Trey, thank you so much. It's so helpful to hear all of this before we head out the door and start that shopping. And we'll talk to you before the holidays are over. I know that. Thanks.